I don't know if you know the name. As you can see, he's our artist of the week. He's a stand-up comedian with nearly two. I don't think it has to be decades. It can't be years. It's been, along this line, a political satirist on radio and television. Please welcome Dandy Humorous. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Anyone who wants to know more about all the script that my producer put here, they can go Google it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, the first, I'm just going to take that joke, they didn't let us hear it.
The last one?
No, the previous one.
Okay, yeah.
So tonight, as a little bit
okay, so normally record gospel music inside. So why the guys doing was that tonight, then in between you just hear, I want more of you, Jesus. Even if that boy is an Ogboni member. He will not continue that nonsense that he wants to do.
But what he said, he want more. I mean, the girl is already. What if the guy's name is Jesus? What if his name is Jesus?
If the guy's name is Jesus, anybody who is saying name of Jesus for street run, that's a gospel Yahoo.
It's good to have you here.
Yes, sir.
How's it been?
Well, we've been moving, we've been pushing. We've come out of 2020, which was a very interesting
we came out more than 10 months ago.
No, it's coming out for us. So. Yeah, because people who came out of relationship, so we needed time
to do what?
To heal. And the audience, too, also needed time to heal. Because even when they said, okay, you people can come out, there were still some restrictions with public places, attendance. In fact, there was a wedding in Lagos where they said, okay, people can attend, but a certain number. And Lagos people, they're not the year word. So Lagos people attended the wedding. COVID task force came there. So everybody come out. They started doing the bouncer walk. He said, this is a wedding. You, who are you? Friend of the bride, sister of the bride. Younger sister, direct sister, no steps. Oh, yeah. Enter. Yes, you, the son of the groom. Son of the groom, now second marriage. Oh, yeah. Enter. You, who are you? Friend of the cousin of the younger sister who went to school with the third cousin that knows the bride. Say, go ask. Go ask. I notice the invitation reach you. So the audiences have been restricted a bit, but gradually, with the vaccines coming out and with Nigerians keeping to the control measures, so it's beginning to look good for us at the time now.
Are you going to be asking? Oh, you say you have an event coming soon?
Oh yes, on Tuesday. Right here in Abuja. It's actually my show because I've done in Port Harcourt, I've done in Lagos, so I felt it was time to, come to Abuja. So I'm using my catchphrase, which I use on TV, how are you? So it's Abuja, how are you? Okay. And I'm headlining. I have a fresh body of work to deliver for about an hour thereabout. And I have the likes of Timi Dakolo, DJ Neptune, we again said in plenty way there Kenny Black, Aporo, Funny Bone, all supporting me. It's on Tuesday, 6 p.m. at the Transcorp Hilton.
I'll send the invoice for this advert.
We're not the
But quick one. This whole, I don't know. It's not funny to make jokes of such a situation as, COVID-19 when people have lost their lives. But then you still find that, there are some funny things that some people do, all in the name of wanting to get the vaccine certificate and things like that.
Yeah.
How do you see that?
Well, it speaks about the kind of society we have. We have a society where people want to jump the crowd at every given opportunity. People don't want to go through the due process. So even when it's time, when we had BVN, there are people who waited, didn't go for BVN until they saw that it was choking their transactions. And you still see them asking the bank, can't you people just do this thing for me without
showing up?
Without showing up, or without even having the BVN. Some Nigerians believe, some Nigerians will tell you in every way that there is no way, there must still be a way, as long as a way is in the way.
Say that again.
In every way that seems that there will be no way, there must still be a way, even if there is no way. As long as way, the word way is inside, we will remove the no from it and make it a way. So we are used to people trying to jump the gun in this country, trying to usurp, processes and everything. So even when it comes to things that will save your own life, you still feel that you know, there's still a way to go around it. And then unfortunately, when you have people with conspiracy theories about this thing. Thank goodness for the guest who came up before I came on set here, you know, to educate people and renew their minds on these things. So they, first of all, they have an impression, and then secondly, the lazy mindset say, must I really do this thing? Can't I find a way to do it? Then when we have no be certificate, we go collect certificate. If we fit do one for university, do one for secondary school, even in some cases, do one for election, waiting come be vaccine. We will not go fit do.
Can I quote you on that they did it for elections?
No, but they carry the news.
No, the way we get
it's
news.
channels that I watch.
The way we get the news is we quote our sources. So can I quote you as a source that people get certificates?
Wow, you'll be the first journalist that's calling out a source. I'm surprised.
No, I'm just right now we're not even live right now. Yes, we're not live. I'm just asking, just to be clear, what exactly, if this source is.
Okay, let me ask my own source. Then my source will relate to me, then your own source will relate to you.
Okay, I know Alera will want to ask you something, but stand-up comedy has come quite far. What's the funniest thing in the history of stand-up comedy that you can relate to right now?
When you say funniest thing, what are you?
What's the most unusual thing that you would say has happened to make stand-up comedy what it is?
Well, that's a question I had small. I know. No. What's the funniest thing that has made stand-up comedy work?
All you do is do funny, so you have to think of funny things.
No, this kind of thing, when you ask some politicians question that they can't find the answer, they will not tell you, that's a very good question.
they're using this to think.
I commend you for your professionalism and your understanding as a professional journalist, to bring out this question that people have not really asked because they are afraid. But I like what you did. Now, going back to what you said. So going back to what you said, I think I will attribute that to the evolution of stand-up comedy. I will attribute that to the acceptance culture growing, because if you have a product and the market out there do not accept it, then there will be no need for it. But when you say funny, what comes to mind is probably certain things that are a bit awkward, a bit unusual.
That's the word.
So these days now, you find out that they call us for burials. Yes, and even we are afraid. But we say, well, we are on our own. Now you call our phone. Now you know what you want here to hear joke inside the funeral. So make nobody hold me say a crack joke for funeral.
So what kind of joke is relevant for that?
So usually, and that's the dicey thing about what we do. Usually, when you go for any gathering, let's say you go for MBC gathering or Born gathering, you probably want to start with materials that are broadcast related, TV, radio kind of thing, and then maybe from there delve as the spirit or the creativity leads. So, but for burial, you cannot come to burial and start to crack burial jokes. Say, that's how one man died last week. The way Papa just died now. So you have to that creatively go like, you see Daddy that just passed on, he's a great banker. And that's why bankers, you now start So, but it comes with experience. If I was from this work, then when I used to hear footballers say, this one, he's too old, he can't play, but he has experience. I said, what is experience? It's not to kick ball. But putting years into this job, I now understand that it comes with a level of experience.
Okay.
Because sometimes you go to some places and you have to even find out who is doing what, who there, who called you, the kind of people that are there. So it will select.
Otherwise, you will talk off points. Okay, Alera, you have something for Dandy Humorous.
Oh. Good morning, Honorable.
How are you, Alibi?
What was that? Good to see you
it's
again.
A form of Alera, so. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yes, I see that one of your role models is Donald Trump. What's that all about? Please tell us about that.
Okay, so my love for Donald Trump began actually from the days of The Apprentice, and then I read the Art of the Deal. In fact, I read it twice, again and again, and then I checked out certain things about him, and I found out that just like Alan Sugar, they are very I will use the word, for lack of anyone, a good one I can remember now, crazy personalities, but they get the job done. And they usually get the job done in sometimes the most unconventional ways, the most unusual ways, and they refuse to be politically correct. You know, they don't care. But at the end of the day, somehow, some way, they get the job done. So that was my admiration for him since 2002 or 3 thereabout, when I came in contact with his person. So when people see stuff like that in my profile, they think, oh, it's from 2015, 2016. No. It's long like that. Now, politically, that was a totally different person. However, he still got the job done of winning the election in the most unusual way. And I was among the first people who said, from the first day he came from that elevator or the escalator like this, I said, this guy will win this thing. Because people like this, they don't just do things because body they catch them.
So
they must have thought it out. So
what's your favorite Donald Trump joke?
Donald Trump joke. Should I crack that joke here?
So long as it's not vulgar.
No, it's not vulgar. Okay, so I usually say that, like, Trump is my guy, but the way he did, like, one day he just calls up the defense secretary and said, what's going on? The nuclear codes are not working. And then the defense secretary said, wait till you go find there. What do you mean it's not working? I was testing just in case we will need it for Korea any day. So what thing were you going to use it for?
Alero, back to you.
So, Honorable, so even after all that happened when he was president, you're still lining up behind him?
I'm a lawyer guy, and like I said, see, politics is a different ball of game. Is it ball of game or game of ball?
Ball game.
Ball and games, they work. It's a different thing. I mean, right here in Nigeria, we've seen certain people that maybe in business world, in whatever field they were in, they shone like the morning star. But immediately they delved into politics because of one reason or the other, maybe their party, people they were loyal to, whatever, they turn into something else. And sometimes you ask yourself, not be this guy that was like this, how come he's not performing like this and all of that? So I've come to learn that politics is something that you have to, anybody going to, but you have to pray for them that they don't turn different from, from what they are. So how the whole political game worked, I believe that, his rascal personality and radical person has always been there. And I thought that somehow it would possibly get the job done.
Okay.
But then in politics, you come out to a wider world, a world of people that don't know you, but they feel that they have heavy opinions over you like they are your parents.
Okay.
So it's a different ball game for him.
Where are your people from? Where are you from?
Nigeria. I'm from River State.
River State.
Yes,
okay, so
Query local government area.
With the governor?
Ilele town. Where am I with the governor?
No.
We're from the same tribe.
Okay.
The former governor, the present governor.
Okay.
All of us, we're in charge in the state.
And I chop together?
Yeah.
Really?
No, which of the governors? I don't understand where this question is going to.
It's always good to find out.
No, we chopped briefly back then.
Okay.
We chopped briefly back then. But now we are all right.
We're all right.
Everybody's answering their papa name.
You have a special joke for any of them?
For any of them? You're putting me on this one. Yeah, I do.
Where else am I supposed to put you?
I mean, outside the sport. Actually, for the present governor, I mean, on social media, we call him the cruise master. So they use him for several memes. But the beautiful thing is that he's a governor who has a different voice, and he's a man that, if he were in the choir, he will be the choir master, because he likes people to complete sentence for him. So he come here and say, I'm happy to be in Channel's team. Because on this show and the Sunrise, is it Sunrise Daily?
This is Sunrise.
I'm happy to be in Sunrise. For some reason, you always find something. And he gives you people work, people will interview him. It's only you channels that are very professional. I see your son when I go the lock face, when I go agree. You go come wait for one and complete the sentence. These people, they are coming to rig. The election. They are coming to rig the election.
Well, God help you. He's watching you right now.
No, he's my good friend. Oh, he's my good friend. We are all from Ikwere together. And too much, we'll settle it with champagne.
Well, Alero, I think it's time to let this guy go, unless you have
So
something
soon.
else for him.
Dan,
I just came.
the Honorable Dan, we need to let you go before you have us rolling on the ground. Thank you very much for coming, Dan the Humorous.
Thank you so much.